something is wrong in the solar system. A mysterious object is racing past our planets, breaking every rule astronomers thought they understood. It brightens far too early, glowing before the sun's warmth could reach it. Its tail does the impossible, bending toward the sun instead of away, and inside its expanding cloud of gas, scientists detect metals that simply should not exist without their natural partners. This is no ordinary comet. This is 3I/ATLAS, the third confirmed interstellar object ever discovered. And already, it's making the previous two look almost ordinary. For weeks, the world's most powerful telescopes have tracked this intruder. The Hubble, the James Webb, the Very Large Telescope in Chile, all of them locked on this single streak of light in the sky. And yet, the more they observe, the more confusing the mystery becomes. Is it just an exotic fragment from a distant star system? A cosmic visitor formed under alien chemistry? Or is it something more? Because 3I/ATLAS doesn't just challenge astronomy. It defies logic itself. Before we dive into what NASA and ESA are racing to uncover, make sure you subscribe, because this could change how we see our universe forever. This isn't the first time humanity has been visited by something strange from the stars. In 2017, astronomers spotted Oumuamua, a long cigar-shaped rock tumbling through space. It had no tail, no halo, nothing like a comet. And yet it was moving too fast to be bound to the sun. It was the first interstellar object ever detected. Some said it was an asteroid. Others, a comet unlike any we'd ever seen. And a few, including Harvard's Avi Loeb, asked if it might be artificial. To this day, we don't know. Then, in 2019, came 2I/Borisov. Unlike Oumuamua, it looked and acted just like a comet. Dust, ice, a glowing coma. Ordinary behavior, extraordinary origin, because Borisov had come from another star system. Now, in 2025, comes 3I/ATLAS, the third visitor. But unlike the others, it seems to combine the strangest qualities of both. A comet, yes, but one that mocks the rules of cometary science. It all began on May 7, 2025, when NASA's TESS satellite, designed to search for exoplanets, accidentally captured images of a faint, bright object beyond Jupiter. At the time, no one noticed. TESS was busy with its primary mission. Then, on July 1, 2025, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS, confirmed the detection. Astronomers quickly realized what they were seeing: an interstellar traveler, the third in history. Almost instantly, a global race began. NASA, ESA, Japan's JAXA, Chile's Very Large Telescope, even amateur astronomers with backyard observatories. Everyone pointed their instruments at 3I/ATLAS. Because if history has taught us one thing, it's this: once these objects vanish behind the sun, they are gone forever. And with 3I/ATLAS, the clock was already ticking. From the very first observations, 3I/ATLAS refused to play by the rules. When TESS imaged it in May, it was still more than 700 million kilometers away, beyond Jupiter's orbit. And yet, it was already bright. By July, when ATLAS confirmed it, the object had moved between Jupiter and Mars. Its brightness had grown dramatically. Astronomers knew something unusual was happening. Normal comets brighten only when they approach the sun. Heat causes water ice to sublimate, releasing gas and dust. But 3I/ATLAS brightened far earlier, when it was still in the freezing outer solar system. Why? Spectrometer readings revealed the likely culprit: carbon dioxide ice. Unlike water, CO2 turns directly into a gas at much lower temperatures. Data showed 3I/ATLAS had a CO2 to H2O ratio of nearly 8:1, wildly different from any comet ever observed. This wasn't just a frozen rock from another star. It was made of different stuff altogether. Then came the path. 3I/ATLAS is traveling on a hyperbolic orbit, too fast for the sun's gravity to capture it. Once it passes through, it will never return. For comparison, NASA's Voyager probes, the fastest spacecraft ever launched, took nearly 2 years to reach Jupiter's orbit. 3I/ATLAS crossed that same distance in just a few months. It was a true interstellar bullet. As it drew closer, astronomers watched a tail begin to form. And that's when the strangest anomaly appeared. Instead of trailing away from the sun, the tail bent toward it. This defied the basic physics of solar wind, which always pushes comet tails outward. It was as if Atlas was ignoring the sun's breath entirely. Chemical analysis made things even stranger. Alongside the excess CO2, scientists detected nickel metal in the gas cloud. But there was no iron. That shouldn't be possible. In the universe, nickel and iron are inseparable twins, forged together in supernovae, found side by side in asteroids, planets, and moons. Finding nickel without iron is like finding smoke without fire. At first, astronomers estimated the nucleus to be 20 kilometers wide, then 11, then revised again, possibly as large as 46 kilometers across, nearly half the size of Mount Everest. Its coma? A sphere of gas stretching 300,000 kilometers in radius, almost half the size of the sun itself. This wasn't just a comet, it was a giant. NASA and ESA issued careful, measured statements. We are observing an object with characteristics unlike any comet previously studied, one researcher noted. But behind the cautious wording, excitement, and unease were building. Could this be a fragment of an alien world, a visitor from a star system twice the age of our sun, or something even stranger? And inevitably, speculation began to swirl. Whenever science hits a wall, the same question surfaces. What if it isn't natural? For 3I/ATLAS, the evidence invites the imagination. Its early brightness, a tail is bending the wrong way, nickel without iron. Some theorists suggest it could be an alien probe activating systems as it nears the sun. Others whisper about a living organism, a cosmic entity feeding on dust and venting CO2 like breath. Of course, most scientists reject these claims. Natural explanations are more likely. But here's the real twist. Even if it is natural, it changes everything. Because 3I/ATLAS proves that solar systems can create bodies unlike anything we've ever seen. Its chemistry is alien, not because it was built by aliens, but because it was born in a place utterly different from our own. And time is running out. Within weeks, 3I/ATLAS will pass behind the sun, vanishing from our view. Our window to unlock its secrets is closing. If you're fascinated by space mysteries that rewrite our history, subscribe now, because this story is only getting stranger. The race isn't over yet. In the short term, scientists are preparing for October 29, 2025, when 3I/ATLAS reaches perihelion, its closest pass to the sun. As it sweeps near Mars, ESA's Mars Express and ExoMars Trace gas orbiter will attempt to capture images. At a distance of 28 million kilometers, they may finally glimpse the nucleus hidden inside the coma. Then comes the next chance. March 16, 2026. Atlas will pass Jupiter at 53 million kilometers. And orbiting Jupiter is NASA's Juno spacecraft. Originally scheduled to end its mission in 2025, Juno may now be redirected for a last daring flyby of Atlas. If successful, it could give humanity its only close-up of an interstellar traveler. Long-term, the implications are enormous. If 3I/ATLAS contains abnormal chemistry, it means alien solar systems forge worlds differently than ours. If nickel can exist without iron, our models of planetary formation may be incomplete. And if interstellar objects like this carry microbial life, even dormant spores, then each one could be a messenger of life itself. What if one day such an object wasn't just a comet, but a probe? Not by accident, but sent with purpose? For now, the answers remain beyond our reach. But with every telescope trained on ATLAS, we may be closer than ever to uncovering them. 3I/ATLAS bends the rules of space itself. It brightens too early. Its tail points the wrong way. Its chemistry mocks our textbooks. And soon it will vanish, leaving us with more questions than answers. Whether it is a comet, a fragment of an alien planet, or something we cannot yet define, one truth is clear. The universe is stranger than we imagined. And that leaves us with the real question, not just what is 3I/ATLAS, but whether humanity is ready for what comes next. Because the next visitor from the stars may not just defy our logic, it may defy everything we believe about life itself. Stay tuned, subscribe, because the universe is only beginning to show us what it hides.